Hello my dear friends, welcome to my channel. Friends, in our previous video, we have seen that how we can create our GET APIs for our Spring Boot application. So we created two APIs. First one, which is used to get the details of all the customers. And then we have created an API, which is used to get the detail of particular customer. Now we will see that how we can create our post API for Spring Boot application. So friends, as we have already discussed that GET request is used to get the resource from the server, and we can use post request to create the resource at the server side. So here I have created a method with the name add customer, and we will use this add customer method to add the details of the customer. And here you can see that we have marked our add customer method with an annotation that is @post mapping. So this particular annotation is used to handle an post request which is coming from any external source. So this is our post mapping annotation, and this is the value parameter of our annotation, and this is the path which we are defining to identify our post request. And friends, here you can see that our add customer method is accepting one parameter which is of type customer, and here we have used an @request body annotation. So friends, as we know that post request is used to handle and sensitive information. So take an example, if we are on login page and we are validating an customer, so we are passing an user ID and password in a request. So we cannot pass the sensitive details in URL path, correct? So when we have to send any sensitive details along with request to a server, then we can pass those details in the body of our request. So here we have used an request body annotation. So the customer details we will pass in the body of our post request. Now let us see the implementation of our add customer method. So here in this statement you can see that we are calling an add customer method of our service implementation class. So here we are first checking that if our customer details is already present in a repository or not, and if it is already there, then in that case we are throwing an exception, that is customer already exists. And if it is a new customer, then we are adding that customer in the repository by using the add customer method which we have defined inside the repository. So this is how we are adding the customer details to a repository. And in a next statement we have defined an success message. So when the customer will be added successfully, then in that case we are returning a success message. And in a next statement you can see that we have created a response entity object, and we are passing the success message to a response entity along with an HTTP status as created or with response code as 201. Now let us try to test our post API by using Postman. So friends, here you can see that this is our GET request, and we have created this request to get details of all the customers is currently present in our repository. So currently we are having two customers in our repo with customer ID as 100 and with customer ID as 101. Now let me add this particular customer object. So this is the URL to get the details of all the customers, and it is of type GET. Now let us discuss about our post request. So here you can see that the current method of our HTTP request is post, and this is the URL of our post API. And here you can notice one thing, that this particular URL which we are using for our post API is same as the URL which we have used for our GET API. And you might be thinking that how our server is handling the request with same URLs. So my dear friends, here you can see that this is our GET request with path as customers, and this is our post request with path as customers, and it is differentiating on the basis of type of request. So here we have used an GET mapping annotation, and here we have used an post mapping annotation. So on the basis of type of request, it is differentiating and it is calling the particular method which is mapped with the particular path. So as our post API is accepting an customer object in the body of request, so here we are having an body section. Now in this section, let me paste the customer object details which we have copied from our GET request. So let us first try to send the post request with the same body with customer ID as 100. So here I am sending the post request to our server. So my dear friends, you can see that our server has responded with the status code as 500, and we are getting the message as customer already exists. And why it is giving this error? This is because the customer with customer ID as 100 is already present in our repository. Now let us try to change the customer ID which is not there in our customer details. So I am providing its ID as 105 with name as Mayank, and with mail ID as mayank@abc.com, and with some different value of phone number. Now let us try to send this request and then we will see the response. So my dear friends, in this case, you can see that our server has responded with an status code as 201, which is in response for created resource. Now let us see that whether this particular customer with customer ID as 105 is existing in a repo or not. So let us try to hit the get request to get the details of all the customers. So here we got the response on the server. So this is our first customer with customer ID as 100. Now this is our second customer with customer ID as 101. And here we are having one more customer with customer ID as 105. So this is the new customer we have recently added by using a post API. Now let us try to add the same customer. So again, you can see that our server has responded with the message as customers already exist. Now let us change this customer ID to 106 with name as Mayank1, with mail ID as mayank1 at the rate abc.com, and with updated phone number. Now let us try to send this request. So in this case, you can see that again our server has responded with a message as customers added successfully. Now let us see the details of all the customers once again. So I have sent the request. Now we are getting the response. So here you can see that this is the customer which we have added earlier. And here we are having one more customer details with customer ID as 106. So my dear friends, I hope that you are able to understand that how simply we can create our post APIs in our Spring Boot RESTful application.